fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty hi-yo silver. The Lone Ranger.
In the great southwest areas of the United States, where thousands of miles of land were patrolled by only a few lawmen, an outbreak of crime, violence, or corruption could occur at any time. That's why the Lone Ranger and Tonto were on the move again. They never knew where they might be needed next. Whether it took them in hot pursuit of desperate outlaws whose bullets sought to cut them down, or set them chasing after evil men who strove to harm the innocent, or flung them into violent personal battle where each fight could be the last. And even on days of quiet, they could never be sure of what lay ahead. Now they were on their way to look in on the Ranger's old friend, Sheriff Bates.
Adios, Sheriff. It was good to see you again. Nice throw, Tonto.
Me think maybe desperate criminal come out back door of jail, Kemo Sabe.
There are no outlaws in that jail.
And Sheriff Bates not need our help?
He told me there hasn't been an outbreak of crime in this town in nearly 3 months. Not since we helped him capture the Lacey gang.
What we do then? Move on to next town?
Yeah, there are plenty of outlaws that aren't in jail. It's up to us to find them. Let's go.
No use, Kemo Sabe. This water hole dry up many days ago.
Well, I had no idea we had such arid land to cross.
Sun beat down plenty hot. Look like it not rain here in many months. Maybe glad when we get back to river country.
Tonto, that little lizard doesn't seem to mind the heat. He probably likes it here.
You give me a thick skin like that, Kemo Sabe, me not mind it either.
I will head for the stagecoach road. There probably is a water hole there.
Gunfire come from over here, Kemo Sabe.
The stagecoach is due through here just about now.
Nearest town 200 miles away. No outlaw gang way out here.
There is one gang, the McKeevers. They specialize in committing crimes as far from civilization as possible. That's why the law has never caught up with them. But maybe we can. Come on.
Well, it's you McKeevers again, eh?
That's right, Buckskin. It's us McKeevers again. Come on, I hand it over.
How come you're always picking on me? This is the 3rd time this year.
Why not? You're such easy pickings.
Well, who wouldn't be? All by myself and way out here miles from nowhere.
All right, Buckskin. We'll see you soon again. Come on.
We heard shots. What happened?
3 other owl hoots already beat you to it, mister. They got the gold shipment.
We not outlaws. We friends.
Yeah? Is that why he's wearing the mask?
Don't let this mask fool you. It's on the side of the law and always will be. Now, who are those men and which way they head?
Yeah, I reckon they ain't got nothing to lose, trust you. It was the McKeevers. 2 brothers and a nephew. They headed north for them hills.
Tonto, we have a good chance of running them down. They haven't had much of a head start. Are you all right to drive the coach to the next stage stop?
Joe Briggs's place? Yeah, I reckon so. Not that he'd be much help. No doctors around.
He'll get you in shape. When you get into town, tell the sheriff to get the jail ready. We're going to try to bring in the McKeevers. Good luck. They left the trail here.
The track's still fresh, Kemo Sabe. They're not far ahead.
They obviously aren't expecting anyone to follow them so soon, or they'd taken time to cover up their trail.
If we ride fast, we maybe catch up with them before it gets dark.
Tonto, they know this country better than we do. We expect to take them by surprise. We'd better be extremely careful. Let's go.
Now, ain't that a pretty sight?
Shouldn't we keep going, Uncle Seth? All this money, they're liable to send someone after us.
Oh, how can they, Chris? That driver won't be seeing anyone for days. Except maybe old Joe Briggs. He can't even get out of his cabin, though. He's all crippled up with the rheumatism. Now we camp here for tonight, head for the border tomorrow.
I'll get some grub. Chris, get some wood for a fire, will you?
All right, Uncle Ward.
This is the place. The trail leads into that hollow.
Get the eats going. I'm near starved.
It'll be along directly. I'm not expecting company, Kemo Sabe.
Hold on, McKeever. You two. Stay where you are. Watch out, my bullets won't miss you. Keep them covered, Tonto. The other one's getting away. On your feet, McKeever. Get their guns, Tonto, and we'll tie them up.
Well, I don't get it. Masked man working on the side of the law.
There's a lot you don't get, McKeever. Maybe when you're in jail, you'll understand things better.
Jail? That's what you're aiming to do. Try to put us in jail, huh?
We're not only going to try, we're going to succeed.
Mister, do you know how far it is to the nearest town?
I know.
At least 5 days' journey. You know, a lot can happen in 5 days.
The law tried to take us in before, but it ain't never succeeded.
No, and it never will. There ain't a lawman living don't deserve to have his head blown off.
You're pretty young to hate the law that much, son.
Why shouldn't I hate it? It killed my mother and father.
I can't believe that.
Well, the boy's telling the truth. You know, we was real law-abiding once. Respectable farmers. Owned our own land. Me and Ward and my brother Luke.
Till the law moved in and killed Luke and his wife.
Must be more to it than that.
Oh, yeah, a lot more to it than that. Some crooks pulled a hold up near our farm. They came over and forced us to give them shelter. The law come after them. There was a gunfight. When the fight was over, Chris's ma and pa was dead.
I see. That was a terrible tragedy, son. But can't you see the lawmen were just doing their duty? If they'd let them escape, there might have been a lot more innocent people killed.
Yeah? Tell that to my mother and father in their graves.
You did a good job bringing him up so full of hate.
You bet I have. We've been getting even with the law for 6 years. We're going to keep on getting even with it.
Is that what you want, son? To spend the rest of your life running away from the law?
I'm doing all right. It's you who's going to be in trouble.
You know, I sort of get a kick out of this law trying to take us in. But I'm going to give you a warning, mister. Don't you or your friend never take your eyes off us, not for 1 second. Don't dare go to sleep. Don't ever trust us, not once. Because sooner or later, we're going to turn the tables on you. Sooner or later, we're going to kill you.
What is it now, McKeever?
Nothing. Just admiring the view. Still over 100 miles to the nearest town. Good 3 days trip. It's too bad none of us will ever get there.
You're wrong. We'll all get there. Now get moving.
drink coffee fast. We not waste time.
Oh, don't make him wolf it, Indian. Give him a bellyache. Thanks. It's real good of you.
Keep them covered, Tom.
Do something, will you? That snake poison spreads fast. Don't let me lie here and die.
I'll have to cut the wound and get the poison out. Tonto, make a tourniquet.
What about these two, Kemo Sabe?
Your brother's going to die if we don't give him immediate attention. Do I have your promise that you and your nephew won't break away from here while we're taking care of him?
Sure, mister. We'll promise you anything. Anything you want.
We not trust this one, Kemo Sabe.
Neither do I, Tonto. You better keep him covered. You, come over here.
Hurry up, will you? That snake poison's spreading fast.
You want to save his life?
Yes.
I'm going to take a chance that you're not as cold-blooded as your uncle. You know how to make a tourniquet?
Yes.
We'll make one. All right, now grit your teeth. This is going to hurt. You did a good job. Without your help, I couldn't have saved his life. Now put out your hands. I'll have to tie you up again. It's too bad you're so set on being an outlaw. With capable hands like yours, you might have become a doctor.
You know, that was a real stupid thing for you to do, mister. You should let him die, and the odds would have been even. 2 against 2. You'd have stood a better chance of taking us in.
That's not the way the law works, McKeever. But I guess that's something you never taught your nephew, did you? What's the matter, Ward?
Can't go no farther. Too sick.
We better camp here for the night. Chris, give me a hand with your uncle.
McKeever, get off horse. Get over there.
Is he going to be all right?
Well, I hope so. But thanks to your uncle, we had to wait too long before I could help him.
Mister, why did you do it?
Well, what do you mean?
Well, like Uncle Seth said, it's been a lot easier for you and the Indian if you'd let him die.
It's the duty of every lawman to save lives, not to take them.
Then why did the lawman kill my folks?
Chris, sometimes a tragedy like that can't be avoided. The lawman kills because he has to, not because he wants to.
Chris,
What is it, Uncle Seth?
it's real smart of you helping the masked man with your Uncle Ward. Made him trust you.
Yeah, guess it did.
Now we gotta turn that trust against him.
What do you mean?
I figured out a way to get him. But you gotta set the trap for me, Chris.
I do? How?
Tomorrow we reach Canyon Creek. Now the masked man and the Indian, they're gonna have a hard time finding a safe place to cross. You're gonna tell them the safest place of all.
Where?
Devil's Point.
Uncle Seth, there's nothing there but quicksand. Whoever's leading's a goner for sure.
Yeah, we know it's either the masked man or the Indian that's gonna lead us.
But Uncle Seth, they did save Uncle Ward's life.
Oh, sure, they saved his life so he can go back to town, die at the end of a rope like the rest of us. These are lawmen, boy. Same kind of people that killed your ma and pa. You forgetting that?
No, I ain't forgetting.
All right, you gonna tell him Devil's Point?
All right, Uncle Seth. Devil's Point.
Tonto.
Yes, Kemo Sabe.
McKeever's all right?
Me not take eyes off them.
I thought I heard whispering. They might be up to something.
If they make move, me shoot plenty fast.
Yeah, well, I hope it won't come to that. Something about that boy I think is worth saving.
Him listen to Uncle too much. You not have chance to talk sense into him.
Sometimes talk is less effective than action.
What you mean?
You treat a boy like a criminal. He may behave like one. But if you show him you think he's honorable, he may try to be honorable.
Plenty big risk to take.
With a boy like Chris, I think it's worth taking.
Me hope you're right, Kemo Sabe.
Better get back on guard.
This bad place to try and cross, Kemo Sabe.
I know, Tonto. We've got to get across it fast. He needs medical attention, more than we can give him.
I know a good, safe place to cross.
McKeever, I wouldn't trust any recommendation you made. Son, you know this river fairly well.
Yes.
Is there a safe place near here where we can cross?
Yes, there's a good safe place. It's about a half-mile downstream. It's called Devil's Point.
All right, let's move on.
How is Uncle Ward?
Well, that good. We'll let him rest.
Boy, tell truth, Kemo Sabe. River plenty shallow here. Look like a good place to cross. Me make sure.
McKeever, come over here.
You're one of the most suspicious men I ever met.
It's men like you that made me that way.
That's just like the boy said. Safe place to cross.
Kemo Sabe! Quicksand!
Yeah, a real safe place.
Son, I didn't think you could be as rotten as your uncle. I hoped there'd been a little decency left in you. Hold on, Tonto. I'll get you out.
Yeah, mister, how? You know, you're in a pickle. You don't help your friend fast, he's gonna be dead. If you do help him, you're gonna have to take that gun off us. Chris and me ain't gonna stick around to see how you make out.
You planned this very cleverly, McKeever.
Yeah.
But you can't win.
And how do you plan on saving the Indian?
This gun is loaded. If you don't get Tonto out of there, I'll finish off the both of you.
Come on, Uncle Seth. We gotta help him like he says.
Nah, he's just bluffing. It's a lawman's bluff. See, lawmen, they gotta live by a code of decency. They can't shoot anybody unless in self-defense. He's not gonna pull that trigger unless we give him cause. Meantime, your friend's sinking deeper and deeper. Of course, there is one way you could save your friend's life.
What's that?
Untie our hands, turn your guns over to Chris and me. We'll help you pull the Indian out. You save your friend, we get our freedom. Now, that's a fair exchange, isn't it?
You know I can't trust you, McKeever.
Well, what's your choice? Watching the Indian die?
You're right. I have no choice. I trusted you once and made a bad mistake. Now I'm going to try again. This time I hope you'll make your uncle live up to his promise.
What about me, mister?
Now, let's get Tonto out of there. We'll need some branches. Steady, Tonto! Come on!
Hurry up, Uncle Seth. If he sinks any deeper, we'll never get him out.
Stay put, boy, stay put.
But you promised.
Sure, I promised. I'd have promised anything to put a bullet in that masked man. Now they're both gonna die. First him, then the Indian.
No!
You gone crazy, boy?
You said you were going to help him. That's exactly what you're going to do.
But so you could put us both in jail? Not on your life.
You taught me to live by your code, Uncle Seth, not by his. And I will shoot you if I have to. Now you help him. I said help him.
All right, Chris, take it easy.
Grab it, Tonto! Hurry, McKeever! Hurry! McKeever! Now! You all right now, Tonto?
Me fine now, Kemo Sabe.
Chris, I'm glad you didn't let me down this time. Thanks. Now I'll take my guns.
I'm sorry, mister. I can't let you have them just yet.
What do you mean?
You saved my Uncle Ward's life. I figured I owed you one. But I owe something to my Uncle Seth, too. He's my blood kin. He's looked after me all these years.
What's he made of you? A hunted criminal.
I know he's done a lot of things wrong. And so have I. But I can't let you take him in.
That's right, boy, that's right.
Don't trust him, Chris. Believe me.
Look, Chris, this is one time the masked man's wrong. Blood's thicker than water. You know that. I'll do anything you say.
Then help Uncle Ward on his horse so we can get away from here.
Why, sure, boy, sure. You're a soft-hearted fool, boy. Now they're both gonna die.
No! How bad is it, son?
Nicked me in the shoulder. I reckon I'll live to serve out my jail term. How long do you think it'll be?
You saved our lives just now. You proved there was more good in you than bad. That's something Tonto and I will tell the judge. Now, let's take a look at that shoulder.
McKeever brothers look plenty good behind bars, Kemo Sabe.
Yeah, they won't be causing trouble for a long, long time.
What about Boy? You think him stay on right side of law when him get out of prison?
I'm sure he will, Tonto. He's had a bad start in life. He's learned his lesson. I don't believe he'll make the same mistake.
I feel good to help Boy like Chris.
It always feels good to steer a man from wrong to right. Let's get him out of it.
It's all your fault, kid. We'll be lucky if we don't spend the rest of our lives here.
Maybe it's no more than we deserve. We've hurt a lot of people in our time.
That masked man. Someday I'm going to get him. Sooner or later, I'm going to get him.
A lot of outlaws have tried that, Uncle Seth. None of them have ever succeeded. You see, he happens to be the Lone Ranger.
Hi-yo, Silver!